SWAY, Seniors Weaving Arts with Youth. It is a marvelous partnership between the Talmud Torah of St. Paul Day School 5th grade class and Kairos Dance Theatre. And all of this was made possible through a grant from the State Arts Board to NORC, our grant that many of you heard about, spoken over the past couple of years. It's the Highland Park West 7th Home for a Lifetime Initiative, and we are delighted to be their partner and to present SWAY to you. So without further ado, I give you SWAY.
Each of us has a name.
Each of us has a name.
Each of us has a name given by the mountains. Each of us has a name given by the mountains. Each of us has a name given by the sea. Each of us has a name given by the sea. Each of us has a name given by the stars. Ready? Each of us has a name given by the stars. Each of us has a name given by our parents. Each of us has a name given by our parents. Carla. Carla.
Manny. Manny.
Oh, Manny.
Robert.
Ready? Robert.
Isaac.
Yoni. Gal.
Yelva.
Yelva. Sarah. Toba.
Lydia.
Lydia. Yay. Christopher.
Tell us your name story.
My parents named me Yelva, and they told me that Yelva means little elf in Swedish. Yelva is a very unusual name. Have any of you ever met anyone else named Yelva?
No.
Neither had I until one day I was in an international conference, and there were people from all over the world, and I saw a young woman with a name tag, and on the name tag was Yelva. Now, I was so excited. I ran up to her, and I hugged her, and I said, Yelva, Yelva, isn't it? I'm so glad to meet you. My name is Yelva also. Well, we got to talking, and she told me that Yelva didn't mean little elf in Swedish. Yelva is the female for Eyolf, which which means wolf. So it means she-wolf.
All my life, I've been an elf.
Ready? All my life, I've been an elf.
I don't know how to be a wolf.
I don't know how to be a wolf. We will help you. Help you become a wolf. There's a deer. Yay!
Now I'm a wolf.
We give what we can to those who need it.
Ready? We give what we can to those who need it. This is tzedakah. This is tzedakah. For education.
The penguins for endangered animals.
Yeah.
For health care.
Cancer. For the environment.
For world peace. For the JCC.
I'd like to invite Robert and Danny up. Tell us about those pet pins from World War II.
When I was a little younger than these kids, back during World War II, there was a cereal called Pep. And in it, there was a pin that had an American warplane on it. And all the boys saved them, and whether we liked the cereal or not, and we would trade them. If I had two of the same, I'd find somebody that didn't have one of them, I'd trade for something. One day I was standing out in my side yard, a little street that connected my street to the one behind it, and this kid came along, and I looked at his hat, and it was just full of pep pins. And I said, "Hey, you want to trade pep pins?" He said, "Yeah." So I ran in the house, got my cigar box that was given to me by my father's father to store stuff in, came out, traded, and from that day on, Tommy and I became friends, and we're still friends today. Hi, Tommy.
Well, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I moved to America, and I did from Israel to America, and I did a lot of English, and then Yoni, my friend, who wasn't my friend then, knew some Hebrew, and he helped me understand. Like when the teachers would try to explain something and he couldn't quite understand what we were doing, I would translate it and he would get it.
Each of us has a name given by our celebrations. Ready? Each of us has a name given by our celebration.
Every year, one of my friends has a big latke party during Hanukkah, which she calls the latke palooza. And it's kind of become a tradition for my family as well. I have two sons who are in college and have grown, but they're both at my house now waiting for the night of the latke palooza because they make buttons that they hand out and do a lot of singing, and they eat way too many latkes and a lot of cake as well. So we do a lot of celebrating. It's a lot of fun.
Hey guys, I think we should make some latkes. Are you ready? Here we go. And has a name given by our hands. These hands. I'm going to invite Manny and Hannah.
What have your hands done?
My hands have handled hundreds of latkes.
So we want to invite, I'm going to have Dr. Schultz and Hannah, we're going to get 3 participants down here. We're going to go like this. Everyone join us. It goes 1, 2, 3. These hands. And we're going to ask 3 different people what their hands have done.
What have your hands done?
What have my hands done? They cut T-bone steaks for 69 years.
These hands have cut T-bone steaks for 69 years.
What have your hands done?
My hands haven't done much.
My hands haven't done much.
What have your hands done?
So many things I can't count. They've been busy.
So many things she can't count, they've been so busy.
Ready? So many things I can't count. They've been so busy. So these hands have touched many hearts.
I think my favorite part was the part where you would do the thing like action and then a random thing where you'd have to do it. I like that.
My favorite part was like the these hands thing. That was really fun, and the wolf part too.
It was so much fun watching the interaction between us older ones and the kids, and the interaction of the kids, plus the freedom that we all evolved in doing hands and arms and legs and jumping and singing and that, and it was just loads of fun.
How was it working with Robert and Yelva and Matt?
Well, it was nice to work with them just because they were really nice, and it just felt like a nice environment being with them and everything. And just felt altogether really, really nice to be working with them.
Would you do this again? Would you work with a group of seniors?
It was really fun.